strangest thing. It's shorter than you think. No think.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This your girl, Queen Talks Crime, and I'm back with another video. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Shout out to all my supporters, my family, my members, my moderators. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate the love, the support. Shout out to the other YouTube content creators in the true crime that are really sincerely here for the true crime, okay, and helping others and doing things, the right way, things of that nature. Man, it's been a day for me, y'all. It's been a day for me, but I'm here. We're gonna make it through. It is what it is, okay. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to True Crime Libby for sharing my recent Mr. Cal City Boys video. She didn't have to do that, so shout out to her for their support. So this video, y'all, like I said, is going to be about the CPS California rules and law. Okay, and I'm gonna just give it to you. Y'all know how I get down, and that's that on it. But yeah, real quick, let me address one thing. So, I put up a short today, and that short was to confirm to let it be known what Ryan Dean said, because there are rumors circulating, and someone asked me about it, so I went and looked, as I do before I speak on anything. I saw that, and I just, there you go. So that's the answer. So like I said, I don't know what's true, what's not. Hey, that's what Ryan Dean said. She said she is not pregnant. So at the end of the day, she's denying, or the fact. I mean, she's denying what people are saying. So there you go. That's it. That's all. End of it. Okay. But yeah. So, like I said, rumors and opinions are different. You don't want to throw out stuff in if it's not actual fact, if something that you think or something that you was told. There's completely, rumors, and rumors circulate. Opinions. You can have opinions about somebody and say, "This is my opinion." Understandable, because we are all entitled to our opinions. That's understandable. But to put something out and have it go around and spread, that's not what's up. So when somebody comes to me and asks me, I'm gonna go look. She says she's not. It's a rumor. So there you go. I squashed it right then and there. Okay. Anyway, so this video is going to be about CPS California rules and law. So let's go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. Like I said, if you feel some type of way, if you're uncomfortable with this video, by all means, click off, check back in on next video. Yeah, just that simple. Okay. But I'm gonna get the case re-broken down, okay? Because like I said, the Cal City Boys need to put on the front line again, and we need an update. We need things happening. So the more people are bringing light to it and speaking on it, and consistently calling Bakersfield, the more we'll get a response and some movement and some action from BPD. Okay? Now, so what we do know, Wes had Classic and Sincere for 2 years before adopting them. Okay? There's been a lot of people that's on all sides about CPS. All sides. Okay? So, I took opinion out and said, let's see what the California rules and law is. Then make my opinion after that. Okay? Nothing better than doing that. Okay? Let's see, what else I want to tell y'all? But yeah, so this is why I like to research things and check things before I speak on them. I don't want to speak on something I ain't read, looked up, researched a couple of times, different articles, things of that nature. I don't want to talk about nothing I ain't looked at. Okay? But yeah, so let's go ahead and get to it. CPS. Okay, so our state's CPS is a little different. Okay? They have a general same goal, but it's in every state things are a little bit different. So I'm in Tennessee, so I always have to recheck. And in the past, I've done a CPS California video 9 months ago. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's way more new people, and sometimes you just gotta go over things. Okay, make sure at least we're on the same page over here, as far as what we know and what the laws and the rules are for CPS and what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do, things of that nature, okay? So the first thing, CPS is a major system, okay, of intervention of child abuse and neglect in California. Existing laws provides for services to abused and neglected children and their families. Their goal is to keep the child in his or her home when it is safe and when child is at risk to develop an alternate plan. Now, just like there are crooked cops out there, there are crooked CPS workers. So if you run into some situations like that, make sure you report it and get it done so they can get those crooked people out of the situation, okay? But like I said, not all people are bad. Not all CPS workers, not all cops. Okay, so I don't put them in a general as a whole as all bad, okay? I'm just saying, all right? But that is the system of CPS. That's what they're designed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. Okay? To help these children that's been mistreated, abused, neglected. Okay? They provide 12 in state of California. They provide 12 months of services provided to children who remain safely in home while family receives services. So if there's a call or something, the child is in the home, they provide services for a year while that child remains in the home with the guardian, okay? If the child cannot remain in the home, even with family preservation and support services, then foster placement is arranged, okay, in a most likely family setting, okay? So if it's something so bad that they can't stay in the home, they'll put you, they're saying that they want and likely put you located close to your parents' home and what's in the best interest of the child. And it's supposed to be just, if you can't be in the home, temporary until they fix the situation to get you placed back in the home. Now, up to 18 months of services are provided to children and their families when a child has been removed from the home and the family is making progress towards reunification. Big, big deal. Okay? So, they provide up to 18 months, okay, of services to children and their families when a child has been removed from the home, okay, and they're working with the parents or guardians or whatever the situation was, why they was intervening, whatever the problem is, or why the child can't be in the home, while they fixing it, they help you up to 18 months on fixing the problem, okay? After up to 18 months and a child still cannot be returned to a safe home, after service has been delivered, the child must be provided with a family, like living arrangements, as soon as possible after those 18 months, and it can go a little bit over. But if they, if they can't get it right at home, and then it gave a few tries after up to 18 months, and there's no the second set of 18 months, and the guardians ain't getting it together, then they go ahead and put the child in CPS custody foster care. Okay. Classic and Sincere was with West as foster children for 2 years before they were adopted. Okay, I just explained the California law and time frame they give parents that are participating in the reunification process. Now you have to be participating and working with them and doing whatever it is they ask you to do and things of that nature. And you have access to a representative. And, if you feel like they're mistreating you or doing anything, you have access to a lawyer to represent you. Okay. So if you don't do whatever it is that you're supposed to do after up to 18 months that they're working with you, they can adopt that child. Okay. Put the child in foster care. Okay. They gave Classic and Sincere 24 months, more than 18 months. And I'm going to pause it right there. They give their rules is 18 months. But Classic and Sincere remained in foster care for 24 months before they was adopted out of foster care permanently. So, I don't know if the reunification didn't work out, whatever the situation was, they were in foster care for 24 months. Okay? More than 18 that the rules go up to. Now, California law defines child abuse as a child physically injured by other than accidental means. Child subjected to willful cruelty or unjustifiable punishment. A child abused or exploited sexually. And a child neglected by parent or caretaker who fails to provide adequate food, clothing, shelter, medical care, or supervision. Okay? That's California law defines what I just stated as child abuse. Okay? Now, consequences of failing to report. Okay? Consequences of failing to report is guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail and or up to $1,000 fine. California Penal Code Section 1166C. Okay? So, the baby with the fractured leg, the hospital reported and notified CPS. Okay, so they have a duty to, they're mandated reporters. If they suspect anything that's not right, and at that time that child was an infant, and if that whatever they're getting, whatever the excuse is, or you listen to finding out what happened, if it's suspicious to them, they're gonna call CPS. They are required by law. They're mandated reporters to report it. Okay, let's keep going. Warning signs, because we need to talk about some of these things, because everybody needs to. Sometimes we need a refresher, or sometimes we need to hear verbatim. Okay, because everybody don't understand what abuse is, what different abuse is, and what the signs are. In case you see them, you're able to recognize them and help whatever child you see. Okay. Warning signs of physical abuse: frequent injuries, watchful and alert. Injuries have patterns as marks, hands, or belts. Shies away from touches, flinches at sudden movements, and afraid to go home. Another one, wears inappropriate clothing to cover up. Example, what Jeannie did when she was younger, but that went under sexual. It was still abuse, but some of these are going to be under different categories. Okay, so it's an example of what Jeannie would do: double up on her pants. When sometimes that's a big sign in a child when they're putting on extra clothing. Okay, wears inappropriate clothing to cover up. Warning signs of neglect in children: clothing, ill-fitting, filthy, or inappropriate, bad hygiene, unbathed, dirty hair, untreated illnesses and physical injuries, frequently unsupervised or left alone, or allowed to play in unsafe situations. This one, this specific warning signs of neglecting children, multiple of these signs are seen in Monkey's case, Michael, for those I know, and Summer Wells' case. I saw a photo in Summer Wells' case of her playing in an inappropriate, unsafe area, dressed inappropriately. And even the parents stated that Summer Wells was likely always unattended. So you're going to see a lot of these warning signs of different types of abuse in a lot of these cases. So we got to know how to recognize them. Okay? All right. And late or missing lots of school, and that goes to the neglect as well. Okay? Warning signs of SA. Trouble walking or sitting. Interest in sexual acts and knowledge of sexual acts. Avoid specific persons. Doesn't want to change in front of others. No physical activities. Sexually transmitted diseases or pregnancy under the age of 14 especially. Runs away from home. Okay, and all of these are California state rules and laws and things they have given for the state of California. And these are their warning signs, which are similar in other states. But I specifically looked up California, okay? Because this is what this case is in California, okay? Parents have the right to deny any allegation made by CPS, and parents have rights to attorneys, okay, throughout entire process. And parents have rights to attend all court hearings pertaining to their case. A lot of these parents need to know their rights in the law. It's always good. Reading is fundamental, guys. Reading is fundamental. I know a lot of my people read over here. My family read. Queen Talk Crime family, we read. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so they have the right to attorney, attend all court hearings for everything. Yeah. Parents have the rights. Let's keep going. What are the grounds to remove a child in California? This is very important. What are the grounds to remove a child in California? A child not giving sufficient food, shelter, clothing, medical care, child suffering from serious emotional damage, or a child's home is dangerous because of neglect, cruelty, physical, sexual, or emotional abuse by someone in the home. By California state. That are grounds to remove a child in California. Everything I just said. Okay? Now, that I've researched, looked at the rules, the laws, the codes, now I can form an opinion. One of those and a couple of these that I've seen got classic and sincere removed. Got them placed in foster care. Okay? Got them placed in foster care. And CPS had grounds. Okay? Hospital reported. CPS got involved. And they had grounds. That fractured leg and a baby, that's grounds to remove a child until they find out what's going on and what they're going to do to fix the situation. The newborn, born with situations that went on, hospitals automatically If a child is born with any drugs or any type of thing in their system, if you don't have a prescription, hospitals are required to notify CPS. That's just how it is, okay? And yeah, it's just what it is. So at the end of the day, with what we know, what the rules and laws is, CPS had grounds to remove those kids. Period. Okay? Period. Point blank. So at searching, the boys were in foster care longer than required before adopted out to, unfortunately, the West. But they was in foster care for 24 months. And they provide services up to 18. Okay? You know, this is a sad case. It's sad. It's very unfortunate. And these kids paid the price for this unfortunate situation. Okay? So, from what I gather, what I see, what I'm hearing, what I know, CPS had grounds to remove these children. Now, what was done in those 18 months to 24 months, we're trying to get them back. It's out there, it's rumored, it's allegedly, only people involved know what all was really done, okay? I've heard, but I don't like to speak on hearsay, But at the end of the day, I don't know what all was done. Okay, so I'm not going to sit up and say that the bio mom didn't do everything to get her kids back, because I don't know that to be fact. Okay? But I can say they had grounds to remove the kids, and they had them in foster care for 24 months before they adopted them, for West was allowed to adopt the children. Okay? So that is what I, can say. And that's what I needed to clarify. And that's what is very important. So, my main thing was the boys taking, for CPS at fault for taking them. In my opinion, no. From what I'm looking at and their rules and laws, no. Okay? Now, only persons directly involved know what they did or whatever they tried to do to fight and get it right or whatever to get your kids back. Okay? What it looks like is that CPS had them in the kids in foster care for 24 months and decided, well, we can adopt them out now. Okay. So only CPS and the person involved know what all, they supposed to have been on one accord on what needed to be done to reunify those children with the mother. Okay, only they know that. Okay. So whatever situation, the reunification was the issue somewhere in that situation, which left the boys to be adopted 24 months later to the West family. Okay. So next we will discuss Samuel's case tomorrow. So be ready for that. Be ready for that. Be ready for that. Okay, I got a couple of things that we gotta discuss in the Samuel's case tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that. Like I said, it's a lot, That's why you gotta have your post notification bell on. Damn, this hair stuck in my earring. Because I'm just dropping different cases. I'm working on many cases, so you never know what you're gonna get when I drop it. Okay. But I love y'all. I hope y'all got a better understanding and a little bit more specifics of the California state rules and things of that nature. I'm hoping y'all did. Okay. But yeah, I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Your girl getting ready to lay it down for the night. Sorry, Phoenix. I know it's late, but I'm finna go to bed now. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.